I'd like to begin with some brief information about your background. Can you tell us where you went to law school?
Sure. I went to the University of Toledo, graduated in 1979, and moved to Cleveland right then and there. I actually came here and started Arthur Anderson and Company, which was a large public accounting firm, to work in the tax area. I got my experience, became a CPA, and then moved from there into the greater Cleveland legal community.
What kind of law do you practice now?
I do business and tax. That's certainly the focus, with estate planning and real estate, significant pieces of it as well.
Are you a solo practitioner or a member of a law firm?
No, I work with my wife. My wife and I have been in practice, Keelan, who was a 1982 case grad. We have been in practice together for 28 years now. So it's the two of us and periodically another counsel person.
How long have you been a member of the law library?
I tried to determine that. I would guess somewhere around 30 or 35 years. Periodically, I did work for a couple of large companies and wasn't a member at that time. So, but it's been a long time, 35 years, since the mid-'80s, I would say.
Have you spent a lot of time here over the years?
It has ebbed and flowed. It depends on when. In the past, I'd spend a lot of time. I'd visit once every 2 or 3 weeks. Now it's down to once every 2 or 3 months, and I think it's because of electronic research. I don't have quite the need to come in.
Would you say that a lot has changed at the Cleveland Law Library over the years?
Well, I think physically it hasn't changed much. I'd be interested to know what kind of changes have occurred. I remember back in the 80s, everything was essentially like this, and I would often access some of the back rooms to work in, and also access some of the upper floors here to work when I'd come in and spend a lot of time looking at hard copies. We would look at hard material. This was certainly before computers, so everything was done manually.
What do you remember about our staff, past or present?
The staff has always been very pleasant, very professional, really kind of a joy to work with, right from day one, from the first time I remember. Thinking back, I don't remember who was in charge or what, all the staff people from the 80s, but I remember working with a woman named Julie and Charlotte and Leslie. Over the years, the staff has been outstanding, always helpful, always trying to help me get to an answer, and really a pleasure to work with, and continue to be.
Tell us about how you conduct legal research. What tools do you use?
I'd say certainly mostly it's done electronically, online. I do use the Cleveland Law Library online electronic libraries, very helpful. And then we do a lot of tax work, so I deal with IRS regulations, different state statutes and regs, which again is done online. I access that online. So here at the library, I continue to use hard copy in specifically the tax management portfolios, BNA, and I don't know if it's still a BNA or if it's Thompson or whatever. I'm not sure who the owner of it is now, but that's kind of my go-to tax resource, other than primary sources.
Is there anything we didn't talk about that you would like to add?
I think that the library has been critical to me, and as a small office practitioner, it's been very important. It really has enhanced my ability to bring good service to my clients. It's really kind of a go-to place whenever I have a question that I struggle with and I can't find a good, easy answer, or my experience doesn't give me that answer. this is my go-to place. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that it's always recognized as such for what it brings to the small practitioner. I think it's an essential tool for so many reasons, but it's really essential to a small office to have this available and to have the staff available.